Hello, 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 everyone. Thank you so much for taking time out of your day to come and watch this pre recorded information session. For those who don't know me, my name is Jessica Lynn. I am the founder and CEO of JLW Medical Management Consulting here in Boston, Massachusetts. In today's presentation, we are going to be covering what is a business shower. We're going to go over the goals and the concepts, what participants can expect, as well as getting involved. And we won't have a Q&A section, but we will have a slide that shows the information of how you can get in contact with us to ask your questions and learn more. Again, we want to take the time to thank you for coming out of your day to learn more about us, what we do, and why we do what we do through our consulting firm. So, a little bit about us. I've been in the healthcare administration space now for a little over 16 years, going on my 17th year. Yes, yes. Okay. Don't ask me my age, but just know I've been doing this for a very long time. Um, why we do it throughout my career, I served as a contractor in the healthcare administration space. I've been in different organizations from hospitals to health systems to um, group practices all the way down to pharmaceuticals. And no matter what organization I touch down in, there is always a breakdown in their processes, a breakdown in their operations, in their revenue cycle, in their um, customer experience. And so I would go in for a 3 month, 6 month period. I would clean up whatever needed to be cleaned up. But I always noticed that when it came to actually fixing the problem, taking the time to address system changes or taking the time to address cultural changes, okay, um, that there was resistance there. And so I created this consulting firm to be able to go into organizations that were ready for the change, that wanted help with the direction in achieving that change, but more importantly, the expertise to be able to retrain and help their staff deliver healthcare more effectively. We primarily serve mental health practices, hence why the title of the event is called Business Shower for Mental Health Professionals. But we also serve other stakeholders without hospitals, without primary care doctors, without schools. You won't be able to refer your patient population or your customer population. So this is why this event is taking place. So, the event concepts and goals, in every other area of life, we have a celebration. We have a celebration of death. We have a celebration when you have a baby. We have a celebration when you have a wedding. And we even have job fairs. We celebrate people when they are going and they're looking for work. But the one area that we do not celebrate is when new business owners decide that they want to go on that entrepreneur journey. And so we're changing that. We're changing that landscape. We are creating an event that is specifically for mental health providers, and we are bringing everybody involved with the practice, everybody involved with running a business to this event, whether they are an accountant, whether they are a marketing agency, whether they are a, excuse me, everybody, whether they are a lawyer or a business coach and consultant like myself. We are bringing them and we are creating an environment that allows new entrepreneurs to work on their healthcare business while also getting access to the essential resources needed. But more importantly, we are also connecting them to relationship managers at banks, and we are connecting them to capital firms. So this event is tied to provide a holistic access in a way for people to safely and effectively access vetted professionals. Okay. The purpose of the event we've covered, but the goals for the event is to increase brand recognition for community stakeholders, whether that is creating awareness for new emerging practices, creating awareness for people who are struggling to refer patients to practices, or awareness in other business professionals who have open availability to serve our audience. What participants can expect. We have two focuses for our workshops. The first focus is going to be for startups. We will have workshops curated specifically for startups to be able to access funding, access information on marketing and marketing basics, the things that you need to know in terms of getting your products or services in front of the right audience. Courses on Sorry, you guys, I'm drawing a blank right now, but courses on what you need to know in your contracts, how you need to structure your contracts in order to ensure that you are protecting your organization. And then we'll also have workshops for existing business owners, those who've already started, who are in that scaling phase and needing assistance, making sure that your contracts are updated, making sure that you understand the revenue cycle process and your processes are current and they fit the need and where you're going. And also making sure that when you're moving into a new market or you're expanding your services, that the market that you're in is the current fit for your organization. So we will have two separate workshop tracks for our attendees. Networking. So the networking portion of the event is going to be slightly different. We have a targeted audience for our community stakeholders in coming to meet with you. So we have people coming from the hospital emergency departments. We have people coming from the schools. We have people coming from the police force. We have people coming from community organizations. Everybody who touches the life of a patient in any capacity will be at this event. And this is an opportunity for you to present your organization to these companies as a potential referral, to generate a potential referral source from them. So that is going to be our networking portion, our general co-working space. So we try to live in a perfect world where we can just attend events and nothing will happen while we're gone. But the reality is, you can be at an event and all of a sudden get a call, and now you believe that you have to leave the event. That is not the case with us. We are creating a general co working space at this event so that if you need to take a call, you had a last minute meeting, or you had a meeting that you forgot about. Okay, how many of my people forget about their meetings sometimes? Okay, it happens. But you won't have to leave. You won't have to go in your car. You can go into the private space for business owners and be able to respond to whatever you need to respond to. Okay, on-site support and consultation. So we're not going to cover this too much because we will cover it later in the slides. But we will have on-site support and consultations from other business professionals. This looks like meeting with credentialing specialists at health payers, meeting with network managers at health payers, meeting with business coaches and consultants, meeting with marketing agencies, whatever type of support you're going to need for your business, we will have that available on site. One thing that I will say is right now, if you go to register, you don't have the option to select what type of support you're looking for. That will change down the line. So if you have currently registered for the event and you're like, oh, I want to be able to select that, not to worry, we're going to send out a form to all of the pre-registrants, and you'll be able to select what type of professionals you want to meet with during the event, and we'll make sure we connect you with those available options. Business swag bags. So you guys, I'm actually really excited about this one because my team and I have put in a lot of thought around what are we going to include in the business swag bags. And so I'm excited. We're going to have some stuff for your actual business, but we will also have some stuff for you, the business owner, whether you're male or female. We are going to have some self care boxes that can help you along this journey of entrepreneurship. Because guess what, y'all? Entrepreneurship is not easy. There will be late nights, okay? If you think you're about to start and run and get your business done from 9 to 5, I'm going to tell you right now that is not possible. But there, the beautiful part about entrepreneurship is that you can flex your time, right? You have the flexibility to say, nope, I can't do this, or yes, I can do that. So we're going to have some self care packages along with some other amazing, amazing gifts for you. Because what is a business shower without without gifts, right? Attending the event. Now, this QR code on this slide might not work. We have tried to do this information session like 3 to 4 times at this point. So we finally got it, but now the QR code doesn't work. So um, what we have done is on the last slide, you'll be able to see the links, and we will redirect you that way. And you can also visit the links in our bio to go to the event and register. So some of the frequently asked questions we've received thus far regarding the attendee is, can you purchase tickets at the door? And while ideally we would have loved to be able to offer that as an option, right now tickets are only available online. What happens if you can't attend the event? Sorry about that, everybody. What happens if you can't attend the event due to affordability? We have two ways of being able to access the event. The first way is through volunteering. We need people to help man registration. We need people to serve as information specialists, but we also need people who can help us with, handing out the swag bag, delivering the lunches, so on and so forth. So the volunteer slot is limited, so please keep that in mind. We only have a certain amount of people that we can bring on as volunteers. But then we also have the flexible payment options available where you can go in, you can set up a payment plan and uh, be able to inquire about paying flexibility. Right now, what we are doing is if you go on Eventbrite and you select the payment plan ticket, it will automatically discount it for you. And so you'll make your deposit, and then when you send us the email, we will send you an invoice every month to be able to pay down the balance. The balance does need to be paid by February 3rd. So just please keep that in mind if you're planning to utilize that feature. Getting involved. So, you guys, this is another exciting thing for me. I've been overwhelmed with the amount of application responses we've had thus far for speaking and workshop facilitation. So I'm excited for you guys. For those who want to still put in their applications, the original deadline was November 15th, but due to the overwhelming responses, we have extended it to December 8th. So if you thought about it, you're like, oh, yes, I want to speak, or yes, I want to present, and you just didn't have time to fill out the application, you now have more time. Vendors. Oops, sorry, y'all. I skipped slides. For our vendors, we are actively seeking product based companies as well as service based business companies to showcase their organization's event. Whether you work in IT, whether you're in cybersecurity, digital marketing, legal, we need you. So please make sure you stay tuned for more information on the pricing of that. Panelists. We have two separate panel discussions taking place. The first panel discussion would be the practice owners who have been in business for some time, but just need and want to share their tips and and tricks with you on how to navigate business ownership. But then we also have the second panel discussion, which is going to be focused on our community stakeholders, people who can talk about what's been taking place on the ground, people who can share with you some of the challenges they've had with referring patients to your practices, as well as being able to taken information about how you can become a potential source for them as they are referring patients. So we're really excited about that panel discussion. As far as the sponsors, we need two types of sponsors. We need in kind sponsors, those who are willing to donate technology, those who are willing to provide on site support, as well as those who are willing to provide marketing services or other needs in that area. We're also looking for people to provide monetary sponsorships. Monetary sponsorships go towards the micro grant program that we've created for small business owners. Many of you know that when it comes to delivering health services, one of the biggest challenges for providers right now is getting reimbursed and getting reimbursed on time. I can personally attest to some of the cases that I've touched where I've been called to recoup thousands of dollars for providers because they either had a transition of staff members or they've had situations where they've hired somebody but they lacked certain skills and it has cost them thousands of dollars. One of our clients that I can think about right now is expected to receive over $200,000 back to her because of the lack of skill and training that prior employees have had. So, sponsorships help us to help them in times where there is a gap. Uh, Again, using that same client, there was an issue where payroll was a problem, and so being able to go back, recoup that money, and being able to have something in place during that transition phase would be very beneficial. So, for a friend sponsorship level, it is $10,000. There's a speaker spot up to 60 minutes, recognition from the podium, a branded breakout room, a vendor table, and exhibit hall. And just to clarify, those are two separate things, right? You have the branded breakout room, but you also have the table. So that gives you additional exposure. You have a full page color advertisement with prominent placement in our program book, a logo as clickable link from our website, as well as a clickable link from our email communications to subscribers and registrants. You'll be listed on all press releases and we'll have 6 Instagram, Facebook, and LinkedIn posts. I know LinkedIn is not there, but that is an option. You will also receive 8 tickets. So, 8 tickets will cover you and one other person to man each station, as well as any staff that want to attend. Ally sponsorship is $5,000. It will give you a branded breakout room. It'll also give you a vendor resource table in the exhibit hall. You will have a full page color advertisement in the program, a logo that is clickable through all communications to subscribers and registrants. And I should be very specific, all email communications to subscribers and registrants, listing on all press releases, 3 thank you posts on Instagram, Facebook, and LinkedIn. You will also have 4 tickets to the event. Anybody that comes in through our advocate sponsor package, that's at $3,000. You will have a half page color advertisement in your program book. Mention an event related email communications to subscribers and registrants. Thank you Instagram posts and thank you Facebook posts and thank you LinkedIn posts. You will also have 2 tickets to the event. For vendor tables, that's 1,500. Vendor resource tables and exhibit hall, you'll have a business card in your program book, a logo as a clickable link through all email communications, a listing on all press releases. It should have said 2, but 2 thank you posts, 2 Facebook pages, posts and 2 LinkedIn posts with 2 tickets. And then we also have the option for people to just donate tickets. That will help for those who can't afford access to the event but want to attend. Okay, so some of the frequently asked questions that we've received thus far during the event is, can I attend the festivities? And yes, we want you to be able to engage in other workshops and activities as you see fit. However, there are some requirements that we do have. While we want you to participate and be present, it is important that you keep in mind that you're there to vend, you're there to engage our attendees. And so we ask that at least one person be present at the table if you guys decide to take part in the workshops or attend a panel discussion. The reason being is you never know how somebody who was once in a workshop will go use a restroom and decide that they want to stop and speak with you at the table. And they may not be able to have done that beforehand during the pockets of breaks between workshops. And so having somebody at that table who can be available to assist attendees is going to be a requirement, right? How many guests can I bring? As you saw in the previous slides, I'm going to go back to the original one. Sponsorship, a friend sponsorship is 8 tickets, ally sponsorship is 4 tickets, advocate sponsorship is 2, and vendors are 2. So outside of that, if you have additional guests that want to come, if it's less than 3 additional guests, then it is regular price. If it is 3 or more guests, then we have group pricing, and we encourage you to send an email here to info@jlwmedicalmh.org, and one of our staff members will send you the group pricing based off of how many people you need to come. If you are a speaker, your ticket is complimentary. However, any additional guests will have to purchase their ticket. If it is 3 or more people coming to support you, then again, same conditions apply. Please submit a request for group rates via email, and we will go in and we will send you a rate based off of how many people are going to be in attendance. All right, so we're at our Q&A portion of the event. If this had taken place live, then we of course would have answered these questions live. But due to the fact that this is a pre-recorded recording, we are encouraging you to submit your questions to us via email at info@jlwmedicalmh.org. And during our second information session, which will take place December 15th, 2023 at 12 p.m., we will go ahead and we will address the questions that were submitted to us, but also leave time and space for those questions that come in during that live session. So I want to thank you again for taking the time to watch this pre-recorded video. And as always, if you need us, please don't hesitate to reach out to our email. Again, here are the links that you can use to sign up and or purchase your tickets. We look forward to seeing you guys very, very soon, and we hope you have a great night. Bye for now.